Shane Maynard, the director, kindly offered me to come over to show the Dublin philosophy. We have a very, very successful breeding program for Asian elephants in Dublin Zoo. And I went back to the design. We designed from nature, and we have a multi-generational herd living like elephants live, information being passed down from one generation to the next. And we created a habitat that represents their biological needs and how they live and how they feed over 24 hours per day. So what I want to do is come to Cincinnati and share that information. The zoo communities are smaller now, we're working together closely, and it's for Cincinnati to learn from the Dublin way. We need to take Cincinnati on a new adventure, a new philosophy, a new change when it comes to managing these elephants. They're very smart, sentient beings. They need a whole repertoire of behaviors that they need to express every day. It's going to get back to being elephants being elephants. What we find in Dublin, that we create this dynamic habitat every day. It's a new day, a new experience for the elephants. We create where the whole, they can exercise, they can stretch, they can feed, but it's all on their terms. They've got choice and opportunity. And what we did was we went back to Assam and India for the inspiration. We went back to how elephants live in the wild, and we took a little piece of that into Dublin. And now we want to share that philosophy and that method because it's been so successful. It's a very exciting future that's going to happen here in Cincinnati. I mean, it's one of the great zoos of the US, but this will secure elephants for the future in Cincinnati with a conservation message that's second to none, and elephants living like elephants should. It's a big adventure. It's a big step that the zoo is making. It's a big investment towards conservation. We will have a multi-generational functioning herd on their terms that live a very authentic lifestyle, and that's what we're going to create, a dynamic habitat that hasn't been seen anywhere else in North America. It's a very exciting adventure. When visitors walk through in the years to come and they look at elephants, they'll see elephants behaving like they should behave. They'll see a repertoire of behaviors that you could see in wild elephants. We've done some incredible scientific studies to back up our program. We've done locomotion studies, how much they move around the habitat. Our elephants in Dublin, travel for 12 miles a day, resource moving, looking for food. They sleep like wild elephants. They forage like wild elephants. So it's not the wild, but it's still a very important component to say they can thrive in human care. And this is what we want to bring to Cincinnati. It's an incredibly complex, environment and habitat that we will be designing. It will give so many opportunities for how elephants live. It's going to have swimming pools, overhead feeding, mud wallows. Everywhere the elephant will move throughout the habitat, there will be an option for them to, show appropriate elephant behavior. So we're looking at it, how to maximize space, how to utilize it, how to make the visitor experience so authentic, how people will walk through and catch glimpses of the elephants, but the elephants will have private areas that they can retreat to. So it's a really dynamic habitat. It will have a multi-purpose, because if we're successful in the future, where we can have an area where little bachelor elephants can go. So it will be multi-purpose, and it will be totally functional to allow elephants to behave exactly as they should. It's a very ambitious program. It will certainly be, really put Cincinnati on the map in terms of tourism and people wanting to come and see. But most importantly, the elephants will have such a quality of life that will really excel, and I think will resonate throughout the US.